I understand the case, and there's a lot of very brilliant lawyers and experienced people that know about all writs act, but what I understand is that you, in the case of Apple in California, are demanding through a court order that Apple invent something. Fair to say that they have to create something. And if that's true, then my first question to you is, the FBI is the premier law enforcement organization with laboratories that are second to none in the world. Are you testifying today that you and or contractors that you employ could not achieve this without demanding an unwilling partner do it?
Correct.
And you do so because you have researched this extensively?
Yes, we've worked very, very hard on this. We're never going to give up, but we've worked.
Did you receive the source code from Apple? Did you demand the source code?
Did we ask Apple for their source code? Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, so you couldn't actually hand a software person the source code and say, can you modify this to do what we want, if you didn't have the source code. So who did you go to, if you can tell us, that you consider an expert on writing source code changes that you want Apple to do for you? You want them to invent it, but who would you go to?
Not sure I'm following the question.
Well, you know, I'm going to assume that the burden of Apple is X. But before you get to the burden of Apple doing something it doesn't want to do, because it's not in its economic best interests, and they've said that they have real ethical beliefs that you're asking them to do something wrong, sort of their moral fiber, but you are asking them to do something, and there's a burden. No question at all. There's a burden. They have to invent it. And I'm asking you, have you fully viewed the burden to the government? We spend $4.2 trillion every year. You have a multi-billion-dollar budget. Is the burden so high on you that you could not defeat this product either through getting the source code and changing it or some other means? Are you testifying that?
I see. We wouldn't be litigating if we could. We have engaged all parts of the U.S. government to see, does anybody have a way, short of asking Apple to do it, with a 5C running iOS 9 to do this, and we do not.